Japan, they would have been in the semi-finals, but instead it's going to be Malaysia who are there.
Yeah, Malaysia played reasonably well Takara, but they haven't really been challenged by anyone yet, so to see how it happens in the semi-finals, depending on the group standings, they'll really have to lift up their game, because while we're seeing some brilliant stuff from Kyril and Farhan, incredible. It really is the serving. The service consistency just perhaps not quite good enough. Too many gifted points. And in that first set, Singapore was really handed a whole bunch of points from Syahir Rosdi, but you can see when he gets it right, it's a huge, huge serve. Credit to Singapore though. In the end, this second set, they did come alive. A few more opportunities at the net. We're seeing their successful run started serving a little bit more consistency, a little bit more aggression as well. But to the end, just wasn't quite enough. Makeshift squad or not, Singapore just couldn't quite string it together.
And a good finish. They need to win 2-0 against Malaysia. Malaysia with a win here will get into the semi-finals. 1 point nearer to the semi-finals already. Just long, a nervous start for an Amran.
For the tiller.
Yes. And he's found it. But Kyril Zaman, he certainly...
We saw yesterday Malaysia a little bit slow to start against Japan, but Singapore let Malaysia run away with it.
It's a 3 for Malaysia. Syahir Rosdi. That's a spin service, and then after. High wide and not very handsome at all there. Consistently inconsistent. You say he occasionally has the problems. I'd probably be a bit more critical. He usually has problems, but when he fires, then it's absolutely amazing. And he's good on defense, as he shows there. And then Kyril Zaman hits the tape on the way over.
Just the level of skill they have. This was a quick play. The set from Farhan Adam, the number 13, just off the toes. Kyril makes what he can of it, decides the roll spikes in order, and it's pure.
The save to the set goes over. Out is the call. Points again goes to Singapore. We've had a few of those where there's, but it's Iswandi who seems to be coming up with the goods.
Iswandi here, not the cleanest of strikes. It's like he's a bit lucky to get that one past. He was
Rosdi service. Having said that, he's probably going to serve 3 winners now. There's one.
Took out some of our courtside mics there as well.
He did. We had. Well, there's 2 of the service winners almost. Shame for Iswandi.
Place it long enough. The ball was a little bit too far away from the net.
Well, will you give me that? 3 service winners.
Had to go one way or the other, I think. Hot or cold.
Satu, dua, and a delicate tiga. Sets.
2 amazing, and then like, we didn't put too much power on it. You saw there would be plenty of open court behind the blocker and just placed it.
And he can't. It sails way long. And what a shame. Both sets ending with faults on service. Different Tekongs in the semi-final. Players walk around court. All be very familiar faces, left and right, as the Malaysians receive the plaudits from the Singaporeans.